Alrighty. We seem to be Gucci. Cool. But hey, I have a starting stream again. I'm getting somewhere. Feels good, man. Wait, how did I get rid of that again? It's just gonna be a lot of practices, so I'm gonna have to do that. Okay. Bonk. Alrighty, let's do it. By it, I mean suffer, because this is Uchikoshi Kodaka. I really hope I don't get, like, bankrupted by this game, though, because I don't know if initial sales have come out, but I don't think this game did that well. Because, I mean, I'm really just going off of, like, Twitch. People, like, that have been playing this on Twitch, the numbers dropped considerably, like, very quickly, so I don't know. We'll see. I really hope that this game didn't flop, but it really deserves not to. This is like their magnum opus. It is nuts, the size and scope of this thing. Because 100 days is already a lot. It's like at least 30 plus hours, and for me it's gonna be way longer than that. It's for some fucking reason I dragged shit out, but hey, I guess I get my money's worth in every game I play that way. There's that. Plus, y'all get more yapping if you want it. Which I'm sure y'all do, or else you wouldn't be here, right? So I need to also just, like, keep that in mind, but anyway. But yeah, this is the year, this is the fucking month, this is the fucking day that I'm gonna fucking stream my ass off. And not take breaks for more than a month. That's my big goal. I will not take any more breaks for more than a month. Because after that point I convinced myself I shouldn't, because I'm too unstable or whatever. But I always feel the happiest when I'm letting myself stream and I'm not overwhelmed by thoughts about it, which really it's just about mental habits. That's what I've realized actually causes me to be so inconsistent, is mental habits that are probably fueled by my ADHD and autism, but they can still be changed, and I'm changing them for the better, and it's awesome. I obviously feel better. So, getting there. But, oh boy, I'm scared that Hiruko got killed too. Because this game would do that. Because she was about to reveal the secret, and we're not even close to done with the first 100 days, because I'm aware that I don't know about most of the plot points and shit, but I am aware that after 100 days, the game literally becomes an Uchikoshi-style flowchart game, and basically you get to replay the game with a whole lot of more choices, which I find interesting, because you make one choice at the beginning, and then there haven't been any more choices for this first 30 hours, so I think that what's going to happen is the first 100 days are going to establish what's going on, and then the branches will go from that, whatever that means and however that happens. It will probably make some weird kind of sense when we get there, but it doesn't to me right now, so I'm really interested to see how they do that, because these writers are insane and brilliant, and I really hope their studio doesn't go under. Because Uchikoshi and Kodaka continuing to work together feels like just a good thing for gamers in general, because motherfucker, this is really good. I've not been playing it as much as I wanted to because of mental health, and quite frankly, if you're mentally unstable, in my experience at that point in time, you should not be playing a game like this, which is just more insanity. So I needed to not play this while I was basically having a big old sort of quarter-life crisis-y thing, because I'm 30 and I haven't done a whole lot with my life, but I'm working on that. This is part of me working on that. Whether or not people think that streaming is something other than just escaping life or not, I don't think so. I think enjoying games is... You could say it's enjoying the world, especially if you're not trying to use it to escape from your life, which I wouldn't really say I am, because I've always been so drawn to games that they've always been a huge part of my life. It's not an escape. It feels like you know, a thing that I do because I enjoy it. It is, it's not just. There are some people that end up just playing games to have something to do other than be in their head. But that's never been me. For me, that stuff is YouTube and TikTok and things of that nature. I only said TikTok. I don't actually do TikTok. I only said TikTok because I YouTube Shorts is basically TikTok. And yeah, like YouTube and just browsing and quite frankly porn. Like those are my I don't want to use my brain activities. Games have never been that. Games I want to fully experience and I want to uh just get into them and vibe and be present. They are actually kind of a mindful thing for me. I really think my relationship to games is pretty unique and also one that is something that I think other people could cultivate and it might be better for them than how they think about games and stuff now. Maybe, maybe not, but regardless, I find gaming extremely necessary for me to a degree or another. Part of me feels like maybe I'm deluding myself when I'm just trying to escape because of how my life has been, but no. Games always give me a feeling of purpose when I at least think about playing them in this way, being vulnerable online and doing something with them to enrich other people's lives, I'm providing entertainment for other people, and through providing entertainment, possibly so much more. Because entertainment has done a lot for me, especially watching other people play games and be vulnerable with themselves and be themselves and be kind and stuff on stream and be understanding on stream and that sort of thing to their viewers, and with videos as well. Because, video games, especially story games, which I love very much, can really be a medium where you can think about life in a way that feels safer, and you might have a better idea about what to do about your bullshit from playing a game. I really do feel like I've more or less had those sorts of epiphanies before, and it's nice. Anyway. Yeah, it's finally over. Honestly, I thought it'd be a lot worse. Yeah, I didn't get as nauseous as I was expecting. I think my class armor helped to settle my stomach or something. It's awfully convenient, just like everything about this. I really do wonder why exactly the hemo anima works the way it does. That's gotta be something that's explained in some weird way. Because eventually, all of the most nonsensical shit in this game will have an explanation. That's how Uchikoshi works. I don't know about Kadaka, but Uchikoshi certainly works that way. And I think that Kadaka's probably balanced out some of... I think Uchikoshi... Wait, hold on. I think I might have mixed them up, but what I was saying was I think that Uchikoshi might have balanced out a lot of Kadaka's insane writing tropes to a degree or another. Like, these characters, yeah, they started off like, oh man, these are the tropiest fuckers ever, but the more you get to know these people, the more they don't feel that way. I don't really know if Danganronpa ever did that for me, but I know Uchikoshi games did. So I have a feeling Uchikoshi is responsible for how not one-dimensional or two-dimensional these characters feel. They feel like human beings, and I think I'm only going to feel that more as we go along with these guys, especially these guys, because we're definitely going to get more people because there's more spaces. Also, I have honestly seen some of the other characters floating around the internet. I'm not sure where they come in or how, or where the fuck they're at right now, because the only people we've seen, other than the sussy, commander human question mark in armor, the only people we've seen have been us, so, don't know where they're at. Where these other people come in. Is there another school? Do we rescue them? Do we end up actually rescuing them from the complex and realizing that everyone else is dead or something? I don't know, I'm spitballing. Anyway, hey, I got something to say to you. Mara came stomping up and slammed his hand on Gaku's shoulder. I had you all wrong. You were great out there. Yeah, I like Gaku's, ballsy moment quite a lot. He's just very used to living fear-based, which makes a lot of sense for someone in his position. I think that's kind of part of what his whole thing is. Fear-based and selfish. and money-minded. If you look at most people who grew up super poor, um, it's a trend I've noticed, especially in like rap music and stuff. A lot of those people get rich and never really drop the must get more, I'm not safe until I get more. I'm still not safe, I have to get more sort of thing. It's sad, but it's really hard to get out of that mindset. I've found, like, I'm thankful, I am, like, what's the word? I'm not thankful. I am, maybe it is. Thankfully, like, I'm lucky is what I meant to say. I'm lucky that I haven't really grown up in that, but it's not like we were well off or anything. But, yeah, for people that grew up really fucking poor, that Gaku's mindset, but a little bit less that ridiculous all the time, probably, is pretty similar, I've found, just from observation. Also, the more that Takemaru does anything, I love that man. He's really kind. You know, and that's obviously part of his thing. Oh my god, Gaku blushing. It's kind of gay, bro. Is Gaku gay? Gayku? Anyone? I love this man. Look at his wholesome ass smile. I want to head pat. We couldn't have won that battle without you, and your class weapons were so freaking badass. You think so? Yeah, you should let me take yours for a spin sometime, Gaku. I'm gonna pull off one of those cool headshots on you. Yeah, no. No one would ever trust Darumi with any weapon. I mean, we've already given her a lot of knives. I don't think that's very smart. Shoot the enemy, not me. That goes for yours too, Tsubasa. You were drifting around the battlefield like you were some kind of off-road stunt. You were in some kind of off-road stunt rally. Really? Thanks. Most people don't know good driving technique when they see it. Well, considering that he's obviously like in a biker gang or something. Yeah, he would know. He obviously loves his motorcycles. Let's lay off the high fives and shoulder slaps, though. Okay, I probably smell pretty funky right now. You're finally coming together. Okay, so I'm sus of Eito now. Because, okay, I'm just gonna say it. I've heard that he, for some reason, is a traitor. Yeah, pretty big plot point, but since I got spoiled on it, I might as well just, like, confess that I've been spoiled on it. By the way, no one should ever watch any of my content without knowing the game. I'm sorry if you're listening to this and did not want to hear that, but I just felt like it's better to be honest about this stuff instead of pretending I don't know. Which, I'll be honest, I've done that in the past. I'm working on it. On everything. Just like we all should be. But yeah, so I got spoiled on him, and it makes sense, because if you think about it, Siri's body was found right next to where Eito was. What if Eito dragged him out there, killed him, and expected the others to come save him? For some fucking reason. I feel like he knows a lot more than us, maybe, possibly, in a Hiruko-style way. Also, speaking of Hiruko, who was the one that really wanted to know if she knew more than us? Eito. You know what I mean? I think he doesn't want us to find out, because he knows. And maybe this kindness is a persona thing. Maybe it's sort of like a Nagito situation, but he's obviously not as unhinged as Nagito. Or else he'd already have started showing it. I don't know, man. Maybe what happens is he's feeling guilt, and he's trying to, like, talk around it in a pretty convincing way where it sounds like he's just so overwhelmed by positivity, but I don't know about that, man. maybe, but I don't know. It really does. He does kind of. I don't know, man. I'm very sus. Also, he's got white hair. That's funny. That is a funny parallel. So I'm not sure what. Also, guess who else had like some kind of like obviously life-threatening disease? Nakito, because like Eito said, he's been in the hospital. He might like be overwhelmed by feelings, and he might have some kind of heart condition. That would explain the chest grasping. That would explain maybe emotional highs being possibly dangerous-ish for him. So I'm not sure, but I'm not sure why, but I just feel like Eito knows and doesn't want us to know what the truth is. And so I really think Sirei was going to tell, but he did not, because Eito killed him first, and then he did the same to Hiruko. Because, yeah, he's the one who wanted to know if she knew more, and she was letting on. I really think that he's trying to pass it off as he doesn't know what happened to them, while secretly just making sure we don't learn the truth by weeding out everyone right before they were going to do it, and passing it off as though the invaders did it, or something. Or they just ran away. So, I don't know, man. We'll see. But obviously, it's got to be something like that, because I've heard that he's a traitor, and I wish I hadn't, but I have. But honestly, I'm not really that beaten up about it, because I'm just in a mode where, okay, I'm gonna try to figure out what the signs are before it's revealed, and, like, how and why, as much as I can. It's a fun little puzzle for me. Also, man, I don't get it. Random tangent, but... So, I've been reading Eckhart Tolle because I've been trying to just, like, have a better emotional state. And if you don't know, Eckhart Tolle is a spiritual teacher person. And he basically is supposed to have awakened and reached this state where life is just pleasurable for him all the time. He's just very, very, very extremely, ridiculously content with everything to a degree that most people don't seem to be capable of, and I basically want more of that, right? I'm probably misinterpreting this line, but basically, I've been reading his book, The Power of Now, and it actually has been helping. The main thing I took away from it was the more that you work on being aware of what's going on inside your body physically, the more that you try to put your attention on your body, the less you're going to be, in your head and spiraling, and also the more stuff you're gonna notice, and it actually does feel like it's helping me a lot the more that I work on that. In fact, I'm remembering to do it right now, and I feel a little bit better, a little bit more vivid. It's nice. So, I'm working on that, and I might get this more as I just keep doing this, because that's basically what he said, is that you will understand more of this book as you keep working on just inner body awareness, and being aware of your surroundings and sense perceptions and things like that. But he has a line in there. I might just be misinterpreting it, probably assigning too much mind content to it is what I think he'd say, maybe, but there's a line in there where he goes like, you, as in the awareness, the consciousness that is you, or something like that. Like, you aren't... He basically said that we as people, or as living beings, or whatever we are, like, we, underneath the mind stuff, and everything, we aren't, like, actually interested in solving puzzles. That's all the mind. That's all the ego. But I find that puzzles are really enjoyable, and he's also said that, and also that, that they help me reach a sense of calm, and I think something closer to the awareness he's talking about, oftentimes. So, because it keeps my mind on that instead of in my thought patterns, which is what he's warning us about the most. He says that our minds are about solving puzzles, but we aren't. And that's just kind of, I don't know, I don't feel like that's quite correct. The way that I'm thinking he meant that anyway. But that's probably the point that he's talking about, is that it's a book you're not supposed to think about. Because what he's saying is you need to stop assigning judgments and meanings to everything, is basically what he's saying. But anyway, that bothered me. That honestly made me feel a little bad. Because, like, am I wasting my time doing puzzles? But I think he would say that no, I'm not. Because if they help me feel more aware, and if I enjoy them, and he says that that is good, to a degree, or not. I'm not quite sure. I'm still working on understanding most of it, but I think he's got some merit to what he's saying, but I honestly feel like a lot of the ways he says things are not really going to help a lot of people, because they're going to assume things about it, and basically they're not ready yet. And I'm probably not ready to get it yet, because I think he's probably onto something, because he's so serene. If you've ever heard him talk, seen him, I think he's definitely not faking the level that he's at mentally, which I think we all want something like. He's just chill with everything and doesn't feel a lot of anxiety and all sorts of shit that I deal with. So, yeah. Well, yeah, anyway. Yeah, he specifically said, I'm not sure if my heart can handle it. I think he has a heart condition. Like I said earlier, it makes sense. You need to lie down for a few minutes? Alright, this calls for celebration. Let's fire up the Rationomatic and eat everything. Forever. On second thought, it's late and I'm beat. Let's do it tomorrow instead. Yeah, it's practically morning already. We're gonna need a rest. And I really need to take a shower. Oh man, things would be so much easier if I could stay awake while I'm asleep. And yet, a lot of people feel that way, that's for sure, yeah. I'm less like that now. I less feel like I don't want sleep hours, but yeah. Feeling triumphant yet exhausted from another successful battle, we shuffled back to our rooms for some well-deserved rest. Well, yeah, no matter what, getting myself out here like this, making stuff, it just feels like what I should be doing. And I think that this is how I'm gonna be helpful to people and that sort of thing, here and there, as much as I can. The moment I got back to my room, I let out a huge sigh and collapsed onto the bed. I was a little too tired to even lift a finger. All that stress and fatigue really added up. How long am I gonna have to keep doing this? I hadn't forgotten Hiruko, or the weird ghost boy, but I couldn't summon the energy to think about them right now. Just let me sleep. I closed my eyes and almost immediately sank into a deep dream of sleep. I opened my eyes. I was awake, but... What happened? My legs hurt, my arms hurt, my neck, chest, and abdomen hurt. I hurt in places I didn't even know the correct anatomical form for. My whole body was one big mass of muscle pain. Guess I overdid it. I had no idea yesterday put so much strain on my body, but yeah, that's what adrenaline do, my dude. Our previous battles had left me pretty tired the day after, but never like this. What time is it anyway? Took the sit up, tentatively raising my head until I could see the clock on the wall. It's past 1 p.m. already. Yeah, well, y'all had to fight for your lives real late, so that all checks out to me. I hope more people haven't gone missing. Wow, I really slept in. Didn't feel refreshed at all. Even after hauling myself out of bed and getting dressed, I still only felt half awake. But I think that's like pretty normal. I'm not sure what the reasons are, but I'm pretty sure that's like the most normal way to wake up in anyone experiences. But I usually feel pretty darn awake when I wake up. But yeah, not all the time either. I wonder how everyone else is doing. I'll go see if they're in the cafeteria. Forcing myself to move, I slowly made my way toward our usual meeting place, my back punched over like an old man's. When I finally got to the cafeteria, I wasn't sure whether to be surprised or deflated by what I saw.
Good morning, Takumi. How are you feeling today?
So everyone's that fucked up. Okay, and Gaku is like really not dealing with it well. I'm not surprised. I'm just gonna leave y'all with this because it's cute. I think I'm feeling about as shitty as y'all, from the looks of you. But anyway, no, I'm gonna BRB it very quickly. Well, I said I'll leave y'all with this, but I love this high energy music, by the way. But I'm trying to remember to do a be right back screen so that people don't think I'm there and like just like yapping for a long time, and I forgot to unmute myself. So you know, I'm going to sort this. There we go. Also, audio mixer dragon, and hopefully remember to unmute myself. All just a matter of practice and awareness. Okay, that's a promising start. I immediately remembered my audio, which is good. And yeah, I just kind of... I'll let myself take long breaks if I have to sort of get back to feeling more grounded and stuff. But yeah, like this. I like living like this right now a lot. Trying to stream with a lot of my time so that I'm not... I don't feel like I'm wasting my time at all. Because I might get somewhere financially with this. I'm definitely going to reach people like this and help people by entertaining them and possibly more just by the content of my streams. That's my intent anyway, so you know. I feel like this is a purposeful thing for me, and yeah, it's less comfortable a lot of the time than sitting around and watching YouTube and frankly porn and browsing, but certainly feels far better of a use of time for damn certain for many reasons. Good morning, Takumi. How are you feeling today? Hey, I think I'm feeling about as bad as y'all. Like I said before I took a break. Oops. Took your sweet time, I think you said. Hold on. Transcript.
You took your sweet time. I only got here a minute ago too, though.
Hey guys. Are your muscles hurting as much as mine?
I think so.
Not just my muscles. My throat feels like it's been lined with sandpaper. All that throwing up must have inflamed it.
I don't even know if I can lift a pair of chopsticks right now.
Darumi has encountered a fatal error and has to shut down. She will continue in power-saving mode until fully charged.
I love her. Congratulations on another win. Another win, everybody. How are you? Oh, right. You weren't out there. When are they gonna come in? Because I feel like there's gonna be another... Well, I don't know. We'll see. I feel like there's gonna be a point where they also get introduced in the same map. We'll see, though. Congratulations on another win, everybody. Go ahead and order whatever you want. You've earned it. Huh. Here you are. We'll bring it to you. Aw. Okay. At least they're trying to help us out. So that's good. Thank you. Tsukumo twins went back and forth to the rest nomadic, bringing us our breakfast. Or was it lunch? Yeah, more like lunch. Brunch. There you go. Here's your avocado cheeseburger. That's an interesting... I didn't think layered peanut butter is a nice little extra.
Oh.
Shouldn't have. I mean, you really shouldn't have.
Yeah!
Okay, no, they don't know how to food. Or they're very weird with food. Or, and for Mr. Marco, a bowl of rice with thin strips of cow flesh on top? Is this really food? It must be a working class smoker. Hey, insulting me is one thing, but don't discute on... How come you're being so nice today, Ima? Nice for you, I mean.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to make sure. I mean, she's usually polite-ish, but yeah, that doesn't mean nice. You can be polite and snarky at the same time. That's generally what he does. I just want to make sure you all have the nourishment you need to recover your fighting strength. If the invaders launched another attack while you were in this state, we'd all be up the proverbial creek without a paddle. Don't say that, you're gonna jinx it. I was half expecting to hear an alarm right there. I feel like this game would do that. I feel like at some point this game is gonna do that sort of thing. Man, I hope we don't get attacked right now. God damn it. We'll see. It probably won't happen that soon. But again, don't jinx it, my dude. But there will be other attacks. Last night proved they're not shy about attacking at night either. So we gotta live in constant fear of when our next battle's gonna be? Yes. That was what you were told very bluntly by Syria the moment you got here, like, of course. My rotten luck just keeps getting rottener. Speaking of the future, what are we gonna do from here on? I think I know what everyone's gonna say, but I'd like to make sure. Like, I'm gonna go talk to everyone else first. You gotta keep living like this for another 80-something days? That isn't rotten luck. I don't know what is. 82. Sorry I didn't help out with the food. I heard you. Oh yeah, he's also been around. I feel bad, but I literally forgot about him. But he hasn't been saying much. But yeah, I want to hug this man so much. I feel the self-esteem problems, for sure. Granted, he's got it turned up to 11, just like every other character has their quirks turned up to 11. That's just a Kodaka staple, but yeah, it's far too relatable. I'm working on it, though. Sorry I didn't help out with the food. I just heard you might catch my chronic... I'm not gonna even read most of this stuff, because it's very painful. Because I've honestly talked closer to this than I would like to admit at times. I'm working on it. Certainly thought closer to this a lot of times than I would like to admit. A lot more. I'm working on it. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say most sets. I want to hug and head pat you. Please get out of that mindset. It sucks large amounts of cock. Almost as much cock as I feel like this man sucks. Like, this is the... Like, apparently he literally seduced people in order to, like, ensure his and his sister's survival. And I feel like people means both men and women. So, like, I don't know, but I think this is a bi-male nymphomaniac we're looking at here, which, like, I'd hit it. Anyway, eat up now. I'm gonna make sure you have all the nourishment you need to recover your fighting strength, so that we don't fucking die. And by me, I mean my sister and I, of course. I'm just ad-libbing that in because I feel like he's about to say something like that, or is at least thinking it. I need you to protect me. See, I fucking knew it. I fucking absolutely... There's no way he cares about anyone but her. Which, like, that's been obvious. I need you to protect me and my dear sister, after all. I'll bring you food to you. Just tell me what you want. At least this way I can help out the rest of the team. I'm exhausted. My whole body's sore and my throat still hurts from throwing up so much. I'm so freaking tired. This ain't gonna take long. I'm not gonna say a lot of her stuff too, because I'm not suicidal, but this stuff is really scary to me, that people think like this. Because I know that some do, and I want to hug them really bad. Like, a lot. I just veg out until I feel better. I mean, that's a mood, though. That's an absolute mood. Everyone's been there, I think. I certainly have. I fucking did that last couple of days, which is part of why I haven't streamed much. Okay, no. Not last couple, more like last couple of days before yesterday. There we go. Because yesterday I returned to stream and I feel very proud of it. What's this about our future plans, Ito? First we lost Sarah, and now it looks like Hiruko isn't coming back either. I think that's your fault, motherfucker. I got my eyes on you.
Huh?
So, should we keep looking for her or choose a new leader? Should we keep defending the school like before? Or we need to consider our options? I almost forgot about that. Did she really have some kind of secret passage out of here? No, she was murdered by a traitor hiding in our ranks! I think you're right, honestly. Which is funny, because I feel like you're supposed to not take her seriously at all, and she's supposed to just be this, she's supposed to be this, what's the word? Reference character. But, this is still a Kodaka game, so I'm pretty sure that some of the stuff she's gonna say is still gonna be very, is still gonna definitely be true in some capacity. Not everything, not probably most of it, but some of it. I think there still is a traitor. Because these games always have one, at least. And by these games, I mean these ones where you're all locked in a place. So, the best known franchises from both Kodaka and Uchikoshi. So they definitely want to bring back those vibes here, both of them. So I'm pretty sure there is a traitor here, and I'm pretty sure it's Eito, but we'll see. Quit it! You're gonna make everyone paranoid. Guys, knock it off. It ain't cool to speak ill of the dead. If she's still alive, she'll probably come back and explain herself soon enough. And Sirei and Hiruko both knew something about this war. I love the fucking twinks that are just chilling here. Him, Eito, and Ima. And disappeared before especially Ima, obviously, but I'd say Eito kind of falls into that category as well. And disappeared before they could tell us about it. We may have to accept that we're never going to learn the whole truth. Knowing that, what do you all think we should do from here on out? It's not like we can leave. All we can do is run out the 100 days. And all that stuff about going home when we're done, is it still gonna happen without Sirei here? I wish we knew that much at the very least. We're supposed to be here on a vital mission to defend the future of humanity, isn't that right? And surely the people in charge wouldn't leave us here unsupervised. There's got to be some way to contact them, whoever they are. Sirei must have been in charge of that too. Now that he's gone, we're probably cut off. And for a mission this important, God, Jesus Christ. Listen, I'm bi. That's all I'm saying. Like, this sprite does things to my frickin' brain. Like, Jesus. For a mission this important, you'd think they have some fail-safes in place, wouldn't you? Maybe everything Sirei told us was a lie, and this whole thing is a twisted reality show set up by a cadre of ultra-rich dudes! They're probably out there right now, sipping champagne and getting off on seeing us suffer. Just like you. I think she literally masturbates to these things, these fantasies. I mean, she plays eroge games. I really feel like most of her time is spent furiously masturbating while playing eroges, and we just all ignore it. Also, listen, my brain is my brain. I'm gonna imagine that, and I'm gonna enjoy it. Anyway. Part of that was funny. This really sucks, though. At least before we had some hope of learning the truth. I know it's frustrating to have all these unanswered questions, but the invaders are targeting this school. There's no doubt about it. That means the part about there being something important here is true. Why else would they keep attacking so persistently? So I think the 100-day time limit must have a grain of truth in it as well. I don't doubt something will happen on the 100th day. As to whether that will include us going home, all we can do is have faith that it will. I guess so. We don't really have any other option, do we? It'll be okay. It'll all work out in the end, one way or the other. Yeah, let's go with that. I seriously don't want to think about this anymore. The only way I'm gonna get through this is by focusing on all the awesome stuff I'll do once I get home. Yeah! I'll be hailed as a hero who saved mankind. Money, honor, women. I'll be my... I want to hug this man. Everyone who made fun of me will get their... This is literally how, like, a lot of poor people think, and I want to hug them. Seen this... Like, if you look at rap music, and most people that are in rap music came from the bottom, right? Like... They have mindsets like this, so many of them. It's interesting. Anyway. And the world enters a new era, with me leading the way. You're starting to sound like a supervillain now. We spent a little longer in the cafeteria, eating a meal that was breakfast, lunch, and dinner all rolled into one. Once we were done, we went back to our rooms. I was still aching all over, but at least I had a full stomach. This really hurts. In my room, I collapsed onto the bed and just lay there for a while. Sitting on my feet was too much effort. I'd already wasted most of the day doing nothing, although after last night's battle, maybe that was only natural, yeah. In fact, it was probably better for me to take it easy and allow my body to recover. Maybe I'll take a shower and hit the sack. I spent the rest of the day lying in bed, not doing anything noteworthy. Before I knew it, my 18th day at the Last Defense Academy had passed me by.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
There's a lot of different I don't feel like he's always using that stationary bike. I think there's a lot of different emojis of that, or a lot of different like drawings of him on that screen.
Get ready for your 19th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
I'm really excited for him to say 69th day so I can meme it. You know what would be the best thing ever? If he said, get ready for your 69th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Nice. Like, I would die of laughter. Please do it, game. They would do that. Please do it. Anyway.
Wait, 19? Well, that's a good round number.
No, it's not.
A real milestone if ever I heard one. In honor of the occasion, I've prepared...
20 would make more sense, but that's surely the joke.
I've unlocked some new facilities. Feel free to check out the garage on the first floor and the library on the second.
I feel like Tsubasa's gonna fucking love the garage, and, I forget his name, Takemaru. Be a place for them to bond, because I ship them so hard. Please start, like, being horny for each other. Like, I really want them to get together in some ending, at least. Like, I just feel perfect for each other. Anyway.
The VR machine in the trading room's been updated, too! All part of the service. Be sure to sharpen up your skills, allow your creativity to bloom, and slaughter the vile invaders more efficiently than ever!
Heck yeah. Oof. Pain in my muscles wasn't completely gone, but I felt a lot better than I did yesterday. Okay, good. It didn't sound like that. But, yay. What's the idea of making the 19th a milestone day anyway? Yeah. All that good round number stuff made no sense. Welcome to Kodaka Games. And Uchikoshi Games. Part of the objective of these games, it seems like, is to just confuse the player. You probably wanted us to call him out on it and watch us squirm. No use getting worked up about it now. I guess I should go take a look at the new rooms. Honestly, okay. I feel like I need to play DBD. Well, what's funny is, as I say that, I don't know about that. I'm definitely gonna BRB, though. Quickly. Possibly not quickly, just so you know, but that's my intention. Hope y'all are good in the meantime if you have to go. Wow. Returnage. Wait, hold on. Wrong thing. Returnage. Yeah. Some of my breaks are gonna be long. Which is how it be, but I think I will be able to reduce them. Just do your best to stay present. Alright. There we go, yeah, I'm getting that feelio that I like. Do I keep playing this? Man, I'm really tossing up between this and some freaking DVD. I'm thinking more of this, though, for now. So, I'll keep it up. By the way, yep. Oh, good on the sound. Still should be good on the stream, too. Very nice. Okay. Alright, I wanted to... Okay, yeah, check the new stuff. Check the library, 2F. We are on 3F? Yes, so I need to go down. So, 2 ones on this floor, 2 new ones on this floor. Classroom. This, I think, is one of them. Yeah. There already is... Oh, never mind, we've been there. But is there new stuff in here? Hey, Takumi, you can check this room out too, huh? Yeah, I was curious about what this update... Oh, it was an update, okay. I thought it was 2 new rooms. It's an update, okay. But I think the library is new, and I think there's one other new room. The VR training machine is all about. Looks like they added some new scenarios for us to try out. Okay, so there's, like... different levels that I'm guessing are of increasing difficulty. Also, I haven't done that in a while. I probably, maybe, should be doing that more, because I think you're like expected to be ready for the next encounter, as far as like being probably a little bit beefier than you were for the last one. So I should probably be actually doing that. It might actually be kind of fun. You want to jump in it with me sometime so you can get the best score? Yeah, let me get back to you on that. I am up for it. Takuma is probably one of the main people I'm going to use because I like him. But I'm going to lean towards using the women because I like women a lot. Takuma seems like the competitive type. Now, I don't think I'd be able to keep up if I got really into it. I mean, well, for 2 reasons. One, because... Well, granted, you have a lot of really... We all have powers, so I guess in that sense you'd be able... maybe to compete a little bit, but yeah, Takuma's, like, obviously an athletic type. Our MC here is, relatably, to me, definitely not one. And then on top of that, he's got that fierce competitive spirit, and we obviously don't either. I also sort of agree with that, but I'm actually less, I don't know, meek than I used to be. I'm much more liable to be a little competitive sometimes, and I really think that it's not bad in moderation. It can actually be a very good thing in moderation. For various reasons. Mostly motivation and things of that nature. New VR training missions have been unlocked. You can access them during your free time. Question. Do I have, like, the ability to do this right now? It doesn't seem like it. Seems like I'm not allowed to do this right now. Like, upgrade stuff there. I'm not sure why. Oh, you know, maybe this isn't, like, actual, like, game time. I think the game is still definitely ramping up and tutorializing me. Can I actually do that right now? I can train for battle here. It might not be good to do that. It might be good to do that to prepare for defensive battles. Okay, yeah, no, I'm supposed to check. I'm not allowed to do stuff during this period until I've checked everything. Okay. That's how it's worked before. I think that's even how it's worked before in Danganronpa, but I don't remember. Certainly in this game, so I get it now. Library, this is definitely new. What's gonna be in here? Very fancy. Sure enough, this is the library. Yeah, these two make sense for readers. This is wonderful. You've got a huge selection of titles from all kinds of genres. I don't think I've ever seen this many books, not even in the TRC's libraries. How about that? I'm not much of a reader, so I never really thought about how many books we had. Believe me, this is impressive. I used to spend most of my spare time reading. And being around people always made me nervous. That's a mood. I'm working on that. Books were my refuge from the world. Streaming is a nice half step between that sometimes, except actually it can feel like worse than just socializing as far as social anxiety, just because any Joe Schmo, including big old dickheads, can come in and say whatever they want. So, you know, that's been a lot of what has made me wary about streaming my ass off, but I think I can do it now. Eito doesn't hesitate to speak his mind anymore. You know, my refuge from the world was video games. And I'm sure that's very relatable to anyone that will probably be listening to this ever. Eito doesn't hesitate to speak his mind anymore, and I guess this experience has helped bring him out of his shell. How about you, Shama? Do you like to read? Do you have a favorite book? If you think of it, I want to hug this man. I want to hug. He doesn't do anything. I want to hug this man. Jesus, what does he do all day? Literally just mope around. Seems like it. Either that, or he literally does do stuff. But he's so used to thinking that he's bad and that everything... I don't know. Like, I have a feeling he does do stuff. Maybe. But he's just, like, so... He's, like, wrapped up in his mind that he's literally lying to himself when he does go do stuff sometimes. And, like, that, or maybe, I don't know. He definitely has a dog that he loves. And loves him back. And that... Animals know when you're actually a piece of shit. Okay, he's fine. I want to hug him forever. I don't think so. Although there are some unusual choices on the shelves. There's guides on combat techniques, military strategy, that kind of thing. They might teach us something that can help us against the invaders. I think that's more your area of expertise than mine. That's fair. I'll let you know if I come across anything useful. Thanks, Eito. I love that man. Jesus, fuck already, you two. I swear to God. All their interactions are so gay. That face, literally, that closed-eye face literally looks like someone might be giving him some good down there, like, to be honest. Anyway, reading study has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. Eito's orgasm face aside. What else is in it? It's a lot of books. I'm sure they'll be useful to me since I seldom read. So doesn't... Computer? PC you can use to search for books. It's not connected to me. I wonder, man. It says gotta have some gameplay thing, right? I don't think they really said what the gameplay thing of this room is, but... Is this actually rooms for people to be murdered in? No. It's not gonna actually Danganronpa, is it? Actually, wait. Well, since... Okay, so all I've really heard about this game, all I really know about this game, that, like, the biggest things I know about this game are that it has 100 endings, which is ridiculous, and that it has, a lot of routes after the first 100 days. Somehow. That each lead to a ton of a good chunk of all those endings, and there's a lot of the routes, and they're all different genres, and one of them's probably a Danganronpa killing game. So yeah, there you go, Darumi. She's gonna love that. I really want... God, I want to play so many of them. I've heard a lot. PC can search for books. It's not connected to the internet. I honestly know that there's a romance route, and I know that there's a killing game route, and I'm excited. I know that there's a freaking slasher route. Really interesting. Not sure who's gonna be the murderizer there, but, There's a lot of books. Not sure if they'll be useful to me, since I seldom read. Is it okay to enter? Doesn't seem like a good idea. Oh my god, there's a horny section! Give me the horny section! Darumi's just gonna live in there. Darumi's gonna fucking live in there. She's gonna bring her laptop in there. and just, like, Jill off constantly while just reading porn manga and playing eroges, and she's just gonna fucking live in there. It'll become her freaking goonet den, and everyone will be happy about it, including me. Anyway, not the people living here with her, maybe, but maybe secretly some of the boys, maybe secretly some of the girls. Who knows? I think there's probably some canon homosexuality possibly in here. It is, like, more and more Japanese games are putting that in, so I'm kind of crossing my fingers that maybe... Ima's definitely strikes me as a type that would have fucked men already, so that's a good sign, but anyway. Or more like, would have had men rail him in order for him and his sister to have somewhere to stay and stuff. I'm sure that seems to be heavily implied, actually. No, not even implied. He definitely seduced people so that they'd have resources to survive. So, like, the implication is that he had sex with a lot of people for that purpose. Anyway, Oh yeah, 1F. I need 1F, and... Actually, wait, Takemaru's not in the garage, weirdly enough. I know Tsubasa's gonna be in the garage. But the training room also makes sense for Takemaru. But yeah, no, this is her fucking home. Holy shit. She's gonna just live in this bitch. Uh-huh. And Darumi, interestingly enough. I wonder what she's doing in here. I'm sure we'll find out, and I'm sure it's ridiculous, just like everything else about her, but I love her. I love some ridiculous people, especially women. Oh, this is the garage, huh? Looks like there's some cool stuff in here. Cool doesn't even... Yes, I knew she'd love it. Ah, look at her. Head pat, head pat, head pat. Cool doesn't even begin to cover it. Ah! Look at this. Isn't it awesome? And that over there. And wow, you never find these things in such good condition. You sure seem excited. Well, duh. I never expected the school's lineup of facilities to include the workshop of my dreams. Oh my god, that noise is so cute. I need to hear it again. Adorable. If you ever want me to make adjustments to your class weapon, just let me know. I'll be glad to handle any customization work. Customize my class weapon? Oh, interesting. There's a lot of customization. I'm liking it. Yeah, this thing has everything.
Huh?
Aren't our class weapons supposed to be like manifestations of our will to fight, channeled through our blood or something? You know, hyper shonen-y shit. I honestly fucking love it. Is it even possible to customize them? To be honest, I'm not 100% sure on the details either. But there's equipment here specifically designed to do just that. Oh my god, that noise is... I cannot get enough of it. I literally can't. Done. I'm done now. For now. Watch me play it a bunch again the next time she does it, which I think she's gonna keep making that noise until the end of this conversation. And then probably also in, like, her follow-up lines afterward. We'll see. I have a good feeling I'll be... Yeah, I have a good feeling I'll be spending a lot of time here. I'll have this gear up and running faster than you can say... Definitely way faster than I can say that. Methyl cyclo pentadienyl. That is my best... Try that word. Manganese tricarbonyl? Probably. Wow, I knew Tsubasa was into machines. I had no idea she could get this passionate about them. Oh my god, I love her, I love her, I love her. Ah, god, that is the most head-patable sprite that has ever existed. Going at me. Oh boy, I can't wait to get started. What's me first? It doesn't have to be a complete overhaul. Just let me tweak it a little. Whoa, calm down, Tsubasa. I know you're excited, but let's take things slow, okay? You know, that dialogue, Yeah, a little bit sus. I'm pretty sure that's on purpose. Anyway, new skills development has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. Okay, I've taken a look at all the new rooms and facilities that were unlocked today. I've smoked a lot of marijuana. No, I haven't. I like joking about weed, but I've literally never tried it and don't feel like I probably should, even though I'm slightly curious. But anyway, I don't think I'll go back to my room and decide what to do next. I also like joking about cocaine, which is even more I will never touch cocaine. I just don't think it's a very good idea at all. Especially because I already like stimulants. That just sounds like a recipe for absolute ruining my life. Like, I love caffeine. I should never touch anything like Coke. Anyway, heck, I love Monster and shit even more. I had to already stop that because it already had some horrible side effects, just like energy drinks. So, like, yeah, no, I should never touch anything like Coke. I will just fucking destroy my whole life instantly. Like a lot of people do with drugs. Fentanyl is the big one right now, but that's because it literally fucking kills people at an alarming rate. And people try it anyway, because, I don't know, that's how fucked up their shit is. I want to hug them, man. I don't know. Oofity. Even after a full day's rest, I'm still tired. I mean, it wasn't really a full day's rest. You went around and looked at places. You were on your feet. And that was, like, a hella exhausting thing, so, like... And, like, your body was hurting all over you. It takes a few days to do pretty much absolutely nothing in order to recover from that level of physical oof. I think everyone has experienced that at least once or twice. I certainly have. I'm still tired. I let out a long, long breath and felt any motivation to do something productive drain away. Instead, I made for the comforting embrace of my bed. I really think I should stop and play some Dubbed. I'll see if I want to go back to this later, but I'm excited about the Five Nights at Freddy's reveal stream that should be happening around an hour and 15 minutes from now. And I guess I'm just kind of like going to ride that hype wave a little bit by playing some DBD beforehand. And then after, probably. And, I'll probably go ahead and react to it live, because I can, as well. And then, it might be, I don't know. I want to play some DBD for sure. I also want to make sure I'm continuing to progress in the Battle Pass and everything. The Rift Pass. So yeah, I think I should honestly just save once I get a second here. My aches and pains were more manageable now. Still wasn't in peak form by a long shot. Maybe I'll just rest my eyes for a minute. I feel like they're going to give you another one right now. I hope not, for his sake, but really don't let my body completely limp. I wasn't going anywhere else today. So I snoozed away on my 19th day at the last Defense Academy in relative peace and comfort. Okay, good. Didn't have a night one.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 20th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend a night. Be ready to give your lot.
Once I was out of bed and on my feet, I stretched, feeling my back, arms, and legs straightening out for the first time in a while. I guess last night really did the trick. I feel so much better now. Yeah, I'll just go on whims. As far as if I'm going to play this or if I'm going to play DBD. Just like I go on whims for if I'm going to play Survivor or Killer. No point in forcing myself to do something on stream, because the whole point is to have fun and have a fun vibe so that people get the fun vibe when they join, because that really is actually a healing thing and also just good. I don't want to be miserable on stream. I don't understand why it seems like a lot of people like that. Which is the only reason I can understand why some streamers are popular. Anyway, I guess last night finally did the trick. I feel so much better now. Looks like I'll be able to have a normal day today. I'll head to the cafeteria and see how everyone else is doing. When I got to the cafeteria, there was nobody there. Oh god. I guess I'm here first today. Well, stranger things have happened. I'll grab some breakfast and wait for them. I'm afraid. I sat there on my own for a few minutes until the door finally opened and someone else walked in. Oh, hello, Takumi. What a pleasure to see you first thing in the morning. Gosh, you're so gay. Yeah, see, like, this man is gay. He needs the D. Talk to me, give it to him. Making it sound like we woke up together. It's kind of strange for the others not to be here yet, isn't it? You think they're still asleep?
Huh.
Yeah, it could be. A lot of them stayed up late last night, even past the evening announcement. Darumi definitely stayed up, jilling herself off and playing rogue games. Really? Why'd they do that? Some of them wanted to keep snacking, others were using the new facilities. You know, Darumi was locked in that 18+ section, and she fell asleep in there too. They were pretty much just doing whatever they felt like. Does that count as freedom or anarchy? Maybe a little bit of both. Freedanarchy. There you go. We don't really have any authority figures here anymore. It's like if students at a regular school were given free reign with no teachers or student council. I'm glad they're enjoying themselves, of course, but I can't help thinking they should be using the time to come up with some new strategies. You know, if you didn't kill Hiruko like I'm afraid you have, and Sirei, I don't, you know, that won't really be a problem out here, but, like, I really want to know what his deal is. If that's true, if what I'm thinking is true about him. I don't know. We never know what the enemy's gonna do until they show up. How are you playing for that? I might actually want to just keep playing this game. We'll see. Again, I'll really just go on vibe. Like, whenever I feel like I get to a good stopping point, I'll either stop or I won't. I'll either go to DBD or I'll continue. But at 10 o'clock, I'll definitely be watching the DBD stream. I should probably make sure that it's not earlier than that or something, because I've definitely done math wrong in that sense before. So, and in general, I'm sure everyone has, but I'm very prone to that, so let me just, like... Because they've got to have, like, a thing on YouTube, like, a placeholder for the stream that'll actually give you, like, the notification for it, so I'll go there, I'll make sure it is 10 o'clock, because it'll actually say... No, 9:30! Okay. Alright, cool, so in actually about half an hour. You know what, yeah. Playing a few matches and waiting for that, and then just watching that, and then seeing what I want to do after, sounds like an idea to me. More of an idea than possibly having to stop playing this game in a really awkward place to watch that. So, yeah, I'll see what I want to do after the stream. I'm feeling like it's going to make me want to play more DBD, because now I'm excited for DBD again, but we'll see. And by the way, I'm not a Five Nights at Freddy's person, but yeah. Also, yeah, I've also got to set up, like, a browser source so that I can actually watch that, so... Just, I don't think I have one of those right now. I think I got rid of it because I didn't think I'd use it, but I'm gonna use it now, so... Anyway. But yeah, that'll be later. For now... Plus, those guys would never go along with strategy meetings or group training sessions or anything like that. At least, not without someone to organize it all. Are you saying we need a new leader? Please don't kill this one, Eito. I swear to God he did. Again, we'll see, but I'm pretty sure. Why don't you do it, Takumi? Because, you know, you're the protagonist. You're always the one that's supposed to step up, because that's how the narrative moves forward. I think you do a wonderful job. Me? You gotta be kidding. I'm not leader material. They never are, but they always make it work anyway, because plot demands it. I disagree. You're considerate of others, you always have our backs in battle, and you never give up hope. I'd be proud to follow someone like you. You know, I could say the same about you, Eito, so I'm kind of wondering why you don't want to be it. Is he gonna try to kill me next, and then that's when we'll figure him out? Or, if it is one of us and not him, is that how we're gonna figure out who it is? Knock it off, you're making me blush. I'm telling you, I don't handle responsibility very well. He makes him blush a lot. Like, these two are gay on purpose. Like, I don't think it's canon, but it probably is gonna seem canon in at least one ending. I want that a lot, actually. Well, if you really don't want to, I won't force you. But, leader or no leader, we'll still be there for each other when it counts. I don't know, man. Hearing you say that when now I'm suspicious of you is... like, that you literally killed two people. And also one of them is the kind of person that I don't know how the fuck you caught off guard if you actually killed her. That's what being friends is all about. Whatever happens will be okay, right? That's gay. I love him. Right. We'll find a way to make it work. And then they had sex. And it was great. And Takumi doesn't know how to feel about it, but Eito's very happy. None of the others came to the cafeteria that morning. It was just me and Eito. I hope they didn't all die all the damn sudden. That would be spooky. We talked for a little longer before heading back to our rooms. So everyone else is chilled. No Siri, no Hiruko. Right now it's liberating, but this lack of discipline could lead to problems later down the line. Then again, I can't imagine any of us stepping up to lead the unit at this point.
Huh?
Dwelling on it won't help, though. I'm sure I can find a better use for my time. They've got access to new places now, and after all the sleeping I've been doing lately, I'd prefer to do something active today. Okay, cool. Beautiful. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pause it here. The garage has been unlocked. You can now develop new skills. Oh, that's what customizing them means. Okay, I'm interested. Use your free time wisely to develop helpful skills. From now on, you can upgrade class weapons from the VR. Okay, that's okay. Okay, that's neat. I like that. Wait. Okay, you can also upgrade them there. Okay, cool. And the garage. Library has been unlocked. You can now do reading study. Okay, here we go. I knew there was a gameplay reason for this, but they didn't tell me what it was in the room. But since it's now relevant because we can now do it, it does actually make sense for this to be when the tutorial happens. You can raise the grade of your choice by reading books related to that subject during reading study. Okay, yeah, see, that's how you get a lot of people's skills up, actually. That makes sense. Since you can only choose to increase one specific grade at a time, make sure you take advantage of this option as needed. Cool. I'll try to keep all that in mind when I come back to this game, probably later today at some point, but we'll see when. But yeah, I think I'm finally at least going to stream my ass off and see what happens. I think I'm just going to be able to do it. It's going to be my default, and it's going to feel really fucking good. I'm really proud of that. It took a long time to get here. Anyway, friends, like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to, and I will see y'all around. If you, were listening to this for any reason, whether live or not. I'll see y'all around. Have good ones. I'm really glad that my drop frames haven't been being a thing. My frames have not been dropping, I mean. But yeah, no, I think I'm definitely going to be able to stream, and I feel much better about myself having done that now. Having worked on this stuff this morning feels very good. Anyway, bird dreams. I will be back before 9:30 for the stream. Probably playing at least a match or two of probably more like one or two. And then watch that and then see what else I'll do.